In today's video, we travel on one of Japan's newest and most popular trains, Spacia X, known for its distinctive design and plush seating options. Enjoy the countryside as we head north into the mountains. Find out why this train has celebrity status before visiting some of the sites at our destination, a UNESCO World Heritage Area. Hi, I'm in the world's biggest city, Tokyo, and today we're travelling to the mountains north of Tokyo to a little place called Nikko. It's meant to be beautiful, and we're travelling on a brand new train called the Spacia X. It's got some very special features, so why don't you come along and find out what they are. We begin today's journey in the historic neighbourhood of Asakusa in northeast Tokyo. The Tobu Railway Terminal in Tokyo occupies part of a major department store building. Today we'll travel on the Tōbu Nikkō Line, operated by the private railway company Tobu Railway. Let's head inside. Technically, the first 41 kilometres of our journey will be on the Tobu Skytree Line. It's customary to buy something to eat on board. Railway bento boxes are so popular they even have their own name, Ekiben. There's even a bento box styled after the train we're taking today. You can also buy other memorabilia to celebrate the Spacia X train. There are ticket machines here, but most tourists buy a Nikko pass here, which includes a return train trip to Nikko. However, that only covers regular trains. The fastest way to Nikko is on a limited express train. To travel on a limited express, you need to pay a limited express supplement in addition to the base fare, which you can do when reserving your seat online. Because Tobu is a private railway, the JR Pass does not cover this train journey. The departure board has icons representing the different train types operated by Tobu Railway. The red crosses indicate no seats are available, so on our train, both seats and private cabins are sold out. Tobu operates a diverse and eye-catching fleet. This is the predecessor to our train, the 100 series Spacia. Let's head up to the platforms. Both local and longer distance express trains operate from here. The barriers accept IC cards such as Suica and Pasmo. However, if you're using the Nikko World Heritage Pass, as most tourists do, you pass through this door here where the staff will check your printed pass. Spacia X is Tobu's flagship train. There's posters advertising it throughout the station. The first of 4 Spacia X trains entered service in July 2023, and the train is something of a celebrity. People come here just to see it. Platform 5 is reserved exclusively for Spacia X. That's because of the specific boarding points. Other limited express trains use this track as well, but board from the platform on the opposite side. Here she is. The platform staff bow to welcome the train. Tobu Railway describes this train as a fusion of tradition and innovation. The design incorporates the essence of Edo culture, Edo being the original name for Tokyo. It also features elements symbolising Nikko. Although branded Spacia X, these trains are officially the Tobu N100 series. They're 6-car electric multiple units. There are 4 Spacia X sets in service. Although it has a maximum design speed of 130 km per hour, in service it's limited to the line's maximum speed, 120 km per hour. Here's a young fan. The train needs to be cleaned before we can board. There are decals on the platform to indicate where to board your carriage. This train has a range of seat types, including private rooms, sofa seats and lounge type seats. I'm travelling in a premium seat, which you can see here.
Passengers for Spacia X Limited Express.
Time to hop on board. There's a luggage storage area here. You can use a travel card such as a Suica to secure your luggage. Premium seating is in a 1x2 arrangement. The colours are rather striking. Here's my seat. We'll take a closer look later. All seats face the direction of travel. You can rotate them to make a group like this if you're travelling with friends. Information is displayed in Japanese and English. The front carriage is called the Cockpit Lounge and features a cafe as well as sofas in groups of 4, 2, and 2 single seats. I tried to book one of these solo seats at the front, but they sell out within seconds of going on sale. It'd be incredible to be able to see out the front of the train like this. Sadly, I was too slow, but the crew let me take a look around before departure. The cafe includes a bar and serves beer. Let's head to the carriages towards the rear. There are 3 carriages with standard seating. As you'd expect, seating here is in a 2x2 arrangement. The train is fully booked, so I thought we'd take a quick look at the standard seats before we depart and before the train fills up. The seats have standard Japanese power sockets, foldable armrests, and these cup holders. So that's the recline. Pretty reasonable. And there are large tray tables.
Please check the carriage number and seat number on your Limited Express ticket and sit in the reserved seat only.
I didn't get to see it myself, but at the very back of the train is a private room that can seat up to 7 people. It's called the Cockpit Suite. There are also compartments and what they call box seats. Obviously, these come at an additional price. Anyway, let's head back to my seat. The pedals down here if you want to rotate your seat.
Welcome aboard the Spacia X.
In your seat pocket, you'll find information about the train and how to order from the onboard cafe. You need to get an online ticket as passengers in the front car have priority. As you might expect, given we're in Japan, we depart on the dot. Trains departing Asakusa make a 90-degree turn to the right to cross the Sumida River. There's a speed limit of 15 km per hour on this section. The Sumida River runs through Tokyo for 27 kilometres, under 26 bridges spaced at about 1 bridge per kilometre. Even on this short stretch we can see quite a few of them. The line bends and twists in this first section, navigating between the Sumida and another major river. Shortly after departure, we reach Tokyo Skytree Station to pick up more passengers. You'll often find train spotters here. If you're paying close attention, you might notice something wrong with these shots. It's been raining. That's because I got these shots yesterday. The station is named after the tallest tower in the world of the same name, which is owned by Tobu Railway.
The doors on the right side will open. The stop after will be Kasuhane. Thank you.
Here's a look at the timetable for today's journey. It'll take just under 2 hours to reach Nikko. And here's a look at the route. More passengers join in Kita-senju, an interchange station with JR East lines and the Tokyo Metro. And of course you'll find Japan's ubiquitous vending machines. Soon after, we cross the Arakawa River. It's 173 kilometres long and empties into Tokyo Bay. Today's journey will cover 135 kilometres in 1 hour and 50 minutes, giving us an average speed of 74 kilometres per hour. We're heading north out of Tokyo towards the mountains and national park for which Nikko is famous. Nikko is a popular destination for day trips from Tokyo, although I'd highly recommend spending a couple of nights there if you can. We pass packed commuter trains en route to Tokyo. A lot of passengers board here. This is the last stop in Greater Tokyo. The train has free Wi-Fi available, although it took me quite a while to complete the sign-up process. As I mentioned earlier, if you want to use the onboard cafe, you need to use the online system to reserve a time. Unfortunately, by the time I worked out how to do this, every time slot was booked out. Oh well, no biggie given I brought my own food. Now that we're well underway, I thought we'd take a closer look at our seat. Also, I brought my great Southern train water bottle so I could match the colour scheme. That was just pure accident, to be honest. Here's the seat, it's quite comfortable. Got an adjustable headrest. So you can move it up and down to fit your head. The seat also has a recline feature which is electronically controlled with 2 buttons on the side of your seat. So here we go, let's sit back a little bit. At 322 kilometres long, the Tone River is the second longest in Japan. So that's in full recline mode. Pretty decent, I would say. The scenery's become a lot more rural now. I think we've left Greater Tokyo. There's also a reading lamp. And your seat tray is in the armrest. The seat tray has both half and full modes. It can't be moved forward and backward. It's not the biggest tray table, but it's very solid. You can read about the train's features and special compartments in this brochure. The back shell structure means you never have to worry about affecting the person behind you when reclining. Time to check out the bathroom. There's a rubbish bin here and also recycling. Looks like it all goes in the waste. Did you know Japan incinerates most of its waste? Very interestingly, there's a man's toilet as well as a unisex toilet. Urinals are common on Japanese trains. In here is a toilet with bidet functions, also known as a washlet. There's also a window shade in case it's a bit sunny like it is today. Conductors don't normally check your ticket on Japanese trains. That's done before boarding and when exiting the station. But they do come through to compare occupied seats versus seat reservations, so if you're in the wrong seat, you may be questioned. Tochigi escaped damage during World War II, so many historical temples and traditional shops still remain in the city centre. well, it seemed appropriate when travelling on Spacia X to get a Spacia X Bento Box. I have no idea what this is, but let's give it a go. Guessing it's ketchups for this. The image of the goat is confusing. It's actually jelly. We're now getting into the hills. As we're not too far from Nikko, let's look at the fares. On almost every route, there's a basic ticket fare. The Tobu railway fare from Asakusa to Nikko is 1,390 yen. But that only covers slower stopping services, and you will need to change trains to get to Nikko. Direct Tobu trains between Tokyo and Nikko are limited express services, for which you need to purchase a limited express ticket. The Spacia X requires a seat reservation and costs slightly more than other limited express trains on this route. The easiest way to do this is through the Tobu website, with tickets going on sale 1 month before travel. You can choose your seat. A premium seat limited express ticket is 2,520 yen. By comparison, a standard seat on this train is 1,940 yen. So my ticket, combining the basic fare with a premium seat limited express ticket, cost 3,910 yen. I think that's reasonable value. As there are more Spacia X sets now than when I travelled, it might be easier to get a seat in the cockpit lounge or a compartment. We're now arriving at Shimo-Imaichi Station, an important junction on the line. The station is actually in Nikko, but Nikko is spread over a vast area, so this is not where most tourists alight. Like me, they head to the end of the line. You might spot a steam engine here. Tobu Railway operates a regular steam-hauled service between Nikko and the hot spring resort area of Kinugawa, reached on a branch line which starts here. We're back underway and not far from the terminus. That's the line to Kinugawa Onsen. You might have noticed it's become a lot more mountainous. I almost forgot to show you a few other seat features. There's no shortage of coat hooks, with not one, not two, but 3 to choose from. And you'll find a Japanese power socket here, next to the inbuilt drink holder. You've got to love Japanese train melodies.
Thank you very much for riding the Tōbu Line today.
Recorded announcements are in Japanese, English and Mandarin, but live announcements are only in Japanese. Tōbu Nikkō Station is located in this valley. You may be surprised to learn that 250 metres down the road is another railway station, but one operated by a different railway. This is Nikko Station, with trains run by JR East. This is where you'll probably arrive if you're using a JR pass. Nikko includes flat land about 200 metres above sea level to mountainous regions more than 2,000 metres above sea level. In summer, the temperature can reach 27 degrees Celsius, while in January the temperature will rarely exceed 2 degrees. This station is more popular than the JR station as the trains run more frequently, and it's economical when buying a Nikko pass, which also covers local buses. Overall, I'd say these premium class seats were very comfortable, and the single seats are great for solo travellers like me. Time to retrieve my luggage. There we go, luggage is released. Welcome to Nikko, after travelling on the very comfortable and stylish Spacia X. It's extremely popular to have your photo taken with this train. You cross your arms to make an X, like the X in Spacia X. The driver is also happy to pose. The hexagonal side windows are inspired by a Japanese technique of assembling wooden pieces without the use of nails, kumiko. I ask for forgiveness from any Japanese speakers for my pronunciations. I really enjoyed this trip, and I can see why the train has celebrity status. If I return again, I'd love to get one of the seats immediately behind the driver. The railway station has shops, tourist information, a ticket office and coin lockers. Out the front, you'll find the bus stop to reach the nearby attractions, which I highly recommend doing. These are just a few highlights that you'll find in Nikko. Kegon Falls are considered one of Japan's 3 most beautiful waterfalls. As well as natural beauty, Nikko is also well known for its temples and shrines. This area has been a centre for Shinto and Buddhist worship since at least the 8th century. And why not finish your day at a wine bar set around an incredible model railway? They serve a carefully selected range of Japanese wines. From a model to the real thing. In my next video, we're travelling on the best known Japanese train, the Shinkansen. But this won't be your typical Shinkansen experience. We're travelling on the highest class of travel available on any Shinkansen. Gran class, with at-seat food and drink from an onboard host. The exclusive cabin has just 18 seats. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to find out if this luxury bullet train hits the mark. Hope to see you then!